There's many different pipe flashings and also many different materials. This is a magnet. Obviously, this is galvanized. This one is aluminum. This one is a TPO pipe flashing. This one is EPDM. This one is also a TPO white. This is plastic. This one is copper. Do you know what is this one? This is for the electric pipe flashings. This one is also plastic. So what is the function of a pipe flashing? Pipes come through your roof, and this rubber gasket makes a seal preventing from water to go in. There's different sizes, and I'm going to explain you why. From this smaller one we have here, which is, I can't even put my finger through, really small. It goes up to 4-inch. This is a 4-inch right here. See, 4-inch. Then we have this one multi-size. You can get from inch, 2-inch, 3-inch, and up to 4-inch. This is the one we like to use. This one is aluminum. See, the magnet doesn't stick. It does there. Why do we like to use these ones? Because it comes in multiple different colors. Black, brown, gray, silver. Just picture this, guys. Black shingle with a silver pipe flashing, no good. You put a black pipe flashing, it's going to blend in, it's going to look better, the customer is going to be happier. Different pipe flashings, different uses. For example, this one is copper. When we do like a cedar shake, this is the way to go. Most likely we would do the valley with copper, then we will match it copper around the pipe flashing so it looks nice. This one's our TPO. This one is a TPO pipe flashing. This is an EPDM pipe flashing. Those are flat roof systems. This one's you peel the plastic and stick them to the membrane. This one you weld it. This white one you could get it also where you can weld it. Different applications. These ones are especially for flat roof system. Rest of them are for shingles, either cedar. Aside from different colors, different application, what's going to vary from pipe to pipe. At the end of the day, you just want a gasket seal around any pipe, and different materials, they're always going to have, if this one is copper, then it has the rubber gasket. This one is galvanized rubber gasket. This one is aluminum rubber gasket. This one is plastic. It has a rubber gasket. So the rubber gasket is soft. You can see how it moves around. That's what's going to create the seal around the pipe, keeping the water away. Which one do we use? We use this one. I know this seal, this gasket is going to fail. That's why we put another one on top, keeping this one away from the UV rays, away from the weather, and it's going to stay playable. It's going to cover it. This one, it came to fix the problem. This gasket is thicker and is better, so you don't need a additional repair. So typically what you do is you got to make sure you have the right size hole for the right size pipe. You're going to put it in. You see how it's nice and tight, creating that seal, preventing any water from going in. But this one doesn't have a hole. This is for electric pipe flashings. So just picture this, guys. There's going to be a pipe, and then from the pipe, the electricity going to go in. So you can't install a regular pipe flashing because you need to come from the top and push it in. You can't do that because you got the wire. This pipe flashing comes to solve that problem. There's different sizes. It goes from 22 millimeters to 136. Guys, do the math. You can cut all those sizes in between. What we do, we measure the pipe, cut it, we put it around the pipe, then we put like a clip with silicone in there, preventing any water from coming in. Different pipes, different applications for all your needs. This is how we do it. Next step, I'm going to show you how to install one. Perfecto. Now we're up on the roof. We're doing shingles normally. The gutter is over here. We're coming up to a pipe. When should I install a pipe flashing? Should I do it now? I'm going to show you the correct way and not the right way to do it. So if I install this pipe right now, Put the rubber gasket around. What's gonna happen when water comes around, let me show you, a little bit of water there. See how water travels sideways? If there is a little bit of obstruction here, water is gonna go right in here, underneath the shingles, creating a roof leak eventually. So the rule of thumb is this shingle, or the last shingle before I install my pipe flashing, has to go past minimum half of the pipe. Doesn't matter what size it is. I'll explain you why. Once I put the pipe flashing in, if the water travels sideways, it's going to go on top of the shingle and then down. You see how it's traveling? And now it's going to go down. Now we know when to install the pipe flashing, but before we put the pipe flashing, we have to install icing water shield. I'm going to show you how to do it the proper way. You don't need a big section. See how there is a gap between the wood and the pipe? Water can get in there. I'm going to show you how to fix this. So what you do is kind of line it up and then grab this. You guys can see how I got a mark now. Then I can cut it, and once I put it in, it's gonna go in really tight. Next step, you gotta peel the plastic from this high temperature underlayment. What this gonna do is gonna seal any nail around the pipe flashing. So, let's put it in. Got it in. See how tight this is? If I want even a better job, I can go ahead and hit it with the silicone all the way around. It's gonna be even better. I'm ready to install my pipe flashing. So now I put my pipe flashing in case there's any water. This is gonna stop it. It's gonna put it on top of the shingles onto the next one, away from the gutter. After I install my pipe flashings, I need to secure my flashing. Where should I place these nails? Big questions. I don't want nails near my water flow area, which is around this area or around this area. This pipe flashing, I can use it in a 3-inch and a 4-inch. I'm going to show you why. So now it's 3-inch opening. I get my knife, I put it right there. I cut it, peel this off. Now it's a 4-inch. I got a new old pipe flashing. It was nailed, and I'm going to show you where you're not supposed to nail. This was nailed improperly, and we're going to nail the right way. This pipe flashing came from an old job that was leaking, and I'm going to show you why. So they put a nail right around here, another one here, and this one's up here. You don't want nails right where the water is going to flow. And then if you put a nail right at the edge, most likely water is going to go underneath of it. So you don't want nails right there. So the proper way of the nail, it will be up here. And then over here also. The job of a pipe flashing is nothing structured. You don't have to put many nails. It's just to make a seal between the pipe and the flashing. At the bottom, the pipe is going to be loose. A lot of people wants to put a nail there. The best thing to do is put a screw with a rubber grommet. Where do I put that screw? Do I put it on the edge? No, you want a minimum of 1.5 inches from each corner. This is never gonna come off. This is never gonna leak. Then you can just go ahead and seal. Obviously, you will use the same color screw as the pipe flashing to blend this in, make it look better. We just secured this pipe flashing. It's not gonna leak, nice and tight. Then we're gonna show you how to install the shingle. What I do is, I come here, I put a mark this other side. Then I put the shingle on this at the edge to see the height of the pipe flashing. So I know it's approximately around here. What I'm gonna do is kind of create this round. And then go ahead and cut it. Doesn't need to be perfect the first time, because I can always cut it. So now it's not tight. Come around, cut a little bit more. Looking better. It's not there yet. Cut a little bit more. Little by little. Slow and steady wins the race. There we go. Now my shingle lines up with this other shingle, and then it's tight to the top. Common mistake that every roofers make or made on their life, thinking that this real tight is gonna be better. You don't want tight. You want minimum of 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. Release Scott. So water and debris can flow freely. There has to be a gap between the flashing and the shingle so water could flow. If you make it tight like this, dirt, leaves, and some good stuff is gonna get in here. Eventually it's gonna clog the flow. Water is gonna travel sideways, and if there is a nail here, it's gonna cause that nail to leak. So you want a gap for water to flow. Guys, if you're one of the subscribers, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, you made it all the way to here, subscribe. This is the proper way to install pipe flashing. This is how we do it at Gas Roofing. We know it's not gonna fail. Let's talk less and fix more roofs.